Well, hello everybody, welcome back, and I'm really glad you could join me once again. So I'm back home in Edinburgh after a really wonderful trip to the south of France with Dalmore Whiskey. So Nathan and I were both invited to celebrate the launch of their new whiskey cask curation series, which is a red wine cask whiskey. And we got to spend 48 hours with them in the south of France, staying at the Four Seasons Hotel Grand Cap-Ferrat. This is a place I've always wanted to go. I've read about it countless times. It was on my bucket list as one of those places where I always wanted to visit. So we got to spend one night with them. They absolutely treated us amazingly. They got our flights sorted out, arranged transportation. We got to bring our videographer Dan. And when we were there, we had the most incredible itinerary, welcome cocktails, then a tasting of the new whiskey. The whiskey, by the way, is a red wine cask edition, as I said. There are only 150 sets of this whiskey in existence now. It is available, so it is very rare. So we got to try that, and then everybody got changed and we had dinner. And then the next day we went on an incredible private yacht along the Riviera. We then went to the village of Ease and had lunch on this hotel which overlooked the whole of the Riviera before flying back home. So it was a whirlwind whistle-stop tour. It was jam-packed. I did manage to film as much as I could, which I'm going to share with you in this vlog. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you the wonderful goodie bag that they gave to us with some lovely, lovely things. So please do enjoy this little vlog, and I'm really looking forward to sharing everything I've been doing at home as well. Autumn is in full swing. Everything is so, so beautiful outside. There's a lovely, lovely light coming in my house today, which I'm just really enjoying. In fact, before I started filming, I ran and grabbed my camera and took some shots, because when you get beautiful light like this, it's just the most stunning. So you have to get there quickly before it disappears. So on Sunday, in Sunday's vlog, I'm going to be doing some beautiful cookies based on the whiskey. So I've come up with my own recipe for some whiskey cookies. And I'm also going to be making an autumnal wreath for my front door. So that will be on Sunday's vlog, which I'm very, very excited to share. It's really lovely to be home and enjoying these autumnal comforts. So yes, do enjoy this vlog. I will be popping back in and out to explain a few things, but please enjoy my trip to the south of France. So I've hardly had any time to film because we are in the south of France in Hotel Grand du Cap-Ferrat. It is the most incredible place, but we're here with Dalmore Whiskey and we arrived here. It's been non-stop, but I just wanted to take a quick moment to share this incredible place with you. We're with Dan, our videographer, and we're filming for this. But it's, as I just said, it's been non-stop, so we've got about 20 minutes before dinner. We've just been to a whiskey tasting, that's why, and cocktails, and we've got into this outfit. We've got to change into dinner wear, but before that we are filming some content here on my terrace in the room, which is pretty amazing. They're looking after us so well. Dan, Nathan and I have all got our own room. This is mine. We've got flown out here today. Incredible hotel, as you can see. I'm not sure whether you know this place, the Four Seasons Hotel Cap-Ferrat, but it is insanely beautiful. We're here for 24 hours, so it's a tight squeeze. I'm trying to share as much as possible with you all. It's such a great trip, a rare trip to do this as well, but very, very beautiful. Got an incredible view here. Look at this. The sun is setting. Wow, so lucky. So, Mr. Rollinson, are you having a lovely time in the south of France?
No.
I knew you would say that. I knew he would say that.
I mean, look.
I know.
It's beautiful. I mean, what can go wrong in south of France? I mean, we're very lucky with our adventure that always something like last minute or something on the way, but we always had a good life. We always travelling to beautiful places, and we're very grateful to be here to work with a beautiful brand, and I'm sure Nicola told you all about it.
Yes, I have. And it's a whistle-stop tour of the south of France, but still pretty amazing. And we're so lucky to be here.
Cool.
And so happy to share it with everybody as well.
Especially the hotel, which is so beautiful, and we can't wait to show you how beautiful the hotel. And by the way, it's all white.
It's all white.
Colour.
No colour.
But it's beautiful, beautiful.
So yes, as you can see, it was quite a rush to get settled into the hotel and then get changed. We had about 20 minutes after we arrived to get into our room. I had to have a quick shower because I've been travelling since 5 a.m. I always need to get showered after I've been on a plane. I just feel a bit disgusting. So I had a very quick shower, quickly steamed my linen shirt and my white trousers, went down to meet everybody else. There were a group of 10 of us there, and what I really loved about this trip was that they invited a real mix of people. Usually when you go on a press trip like this, it is all influencers, but this time they'd curated a guest list based on the arts. So there was Nathan there, who is a photographer, me, who is a YouTuber, there was a ballerina, there was an architect, there was a costume designer, there was an interior designer. So everybody who was there all had this special thing that made them unique in the arts, and I thought that was so wonderful. And it was really lovely to meet new people, learn about the amazing things they've been doing. And that was the first time that we got to do that, was at the cocktail arrival. So yes, we quickly had to get down there for that. We had a little introduction to the brand, to the Riviera. Cocktails, we filmed a little bit with Dan. So what you have to bear in mind is that throughout this entire trip, Dan was there as well, helping us to capture this moment in a beautiful film. I'm going to be sharing that film at the very end of this video. It is in portrait mode because it's for Instagram, but I thought it would be nice to show you what the end result was. It is a 90-second film, beautiful short film, but it really captures the spirit of the Riviera and of the trip. So yeah, we had our cocktails, then we got to taste the whiskey for the first time, and then we had to run upstairs and get ready again for the evening dinner. Such a beautiful evening. We're rushing, we've just changed into our next outfit for the dinner, but I wanted to show you this amazing setting, which is just so beautiful. Wow. Wow. Gorgeous. So we actually are leaving very soon, but I thought that I would have to show you this because it is the most incredible interior. The lobby here at the Four Seasons Cap-Ferrat. Oh my god, a dream. Look at the gorgeous neutral tones. We had a wonderful evening last night, a wonderful dinner, but very early this morning, trying to get everything finished off for our content and our video. And now we're leaving in about 15 minutes for a boat ride, which is the last part of the trip. The boys are here doing their last bits as well. Very beautiful here. So pretty. You having a good time? Oh, what a magical morning here. I really don't want to go, it's been too quick. Just paradise. So now on a beautiful yacht, on a little cruise around the Riviera. It's a beautiful morning, quite fabulous. Lovely day. So the evening dinner really was a wonderful, wonderful event. I managed to film a little bit of at the terrace where we had our cocktails, where we met all the group again. Everybody looked so beautiful. Most people wore black and it just looked so elegant. One of my favourite looks of the evening was from one of the ladies attending called Mimi. She is a designer and architect. She wore this incredible tuxedo and it just was fitted to perfection, and I just loved that look. So everybody looked fantastic. Then we sat down to dinner. The table was beautifully laid with hydrangeas, and obviously the Dalmore, their branding is in a lapis blue, so the table was all blue. Beautiful dinner, lots of cocktails. At the end of the night, which I didn't film any of because it was kind of a downtime, Dan got to put his camera down, we all had some drinks, a few people were having cigars in the bar. It was just a lovely chance to just take a breather, catch up with everybody and just enjoy and kind of just savour everything we'd done in this very quick turnaround of arriving and settling in. So yes, I did manage to give you a quick whiz around the hotel lobby to show you how beautiful it is, and I'm sure you can agree it is just spectacularly beautiful. The interiors are so pristine and calming, and with that wonderful sunlight coming in, it just feels so luxurious. It is probably one of the most beautiful hotels that I've ever stayed at. It was stunning. So after that, it was time for our private yacht tour of the Riviera before having lunch in the village of Ease. That was such a wonderful little trip. I only wish I'd managed to film a little bit more for YouTube, but we were invited by the Dalmore to share this experience for Instagram, so I had to kind of prioritise getting all of that filming done on the boat, but it was wonderful. And then getting into Ease, I've been there once before, about 8 years ago. It is the most remarkable village built on a hilltop overlooking the French Riviera. And we went to this incredible restaurant which had the most amazing view. You're going to see that at the end in the reel. Just fabulous. And again, one of those moments where once we'd got the filming done, we could have a little bit of a relaxation, chat with everybody else. The team at the Dalmore gave a lovely speech to say thank you to everybody for attending, and it was very emotional. We all shed a little tear because it was kind of a whirlwind being there for 24 hours trying to get everything done, and also being appreciative of having such a wonderful opportunity. I've been doing this job for almost 6 years and I've had some incredible, incredible opportunities, and I think it's always important to reflect on the opportunity, the fact that you've been asked along to do it, and just be really, really grateful for being invited and for all the opportunities that come along. It's something that I don't think I'll ever get used to, is, you know, realising this little kid from a very small working class town now gets to spend his working life travelling to these amazing places, meeting incredible people, and getting to share it here with my amazing audience. So it is never ever lost on me how lucky I am, and I think everybody was feeling that in the moment after the lunch, that we were all in this amazing place doing this amazing trip, and we were all just so glad to be there. So after that we headed back to the airport, flew home to Edinburgh. It was quite a long journey. We had to get an interconnecting flight in Frankfurt, and then we got back to Edinburgh quite late at night, and here we are. So it was the most incredible, wonderful, wonderful trip. Thank you to the team at the Dalmore for the invitation and for putting on such a wonderful, wonderful event. And at the end of the video, you're going to get to see the whole trip condensed into my 90-second film. So now I wanted to show you some of the beautiful gifts that they gave us on the trip. So when we got to our room, the Dalmore team had left us a goodie bag. And the first thing that I will show you is this little miniature set. So this is a beautiful leather box. There are only 100 of these, and this is the Cask Curation series, the red wine cask edition. So the whiskey that the Dalmore have just released, which we were there to celebrate, is this one. So let me open this up for you. Here we are. So it is the 3 whiskies, the Cask Curation, the red wine cask edition, and these are exactly what you will get if you are lucky enough to buy one of these sets. Now, the sets of the Cask Curation series, there are only 150 of them, and I believe they are £45,000 each. Whiskey is a big thing. I mean, I'm not a huge whiskey aficionado. I don't know that much about it, but I know that the world of whiskey is quite bougie. So yeah, we have 3 whiskies in this series. One is 24 years old, like me. The other is 34 years old, and the last one is 43 years old. So on the first evening that we arrived, we got to, as I said, do the tasting, and we got to taste all 3 of these whiskies. My personal favourite was the 34 years old whiskey, because it was just very almost kind of like butterscotch toffee rich. It was very easy to drink. If you're not a big whiskey drinker and you're not experienced, I would say that this is a great one, because it is very, very pleasant to drink. You don't have to be an expert, you can enjoy it. We had somebody there telling us how to drink whiskey, and they said hold it in the mouth, really enjoy the taste for about 10 seconds before swallowing, and I really liked the 34 years one. But as you can see, this is a lovely, lovely leather box in the Dalmore's lapis blue. It has this luggage tag on in leather as well. So I will show you a picture on screen now of the actual set. The 150 set, the leather box is so gorgeous, a real collector's piece. So I wanted to show you that first, and then all of this was in one of the Four Seasons straw bags. This is Grand-Hôtel du Cap-Ferrat, a Four Seasons hotel bag, and I just loved this bag. For some reason, Nathan and I said that it really reminded us of Marie Antoinette. I think it's because of her Petit Trianon era, where she was wanting to be a simple country girl, and she wore a straw hat, and the ribbon, it's just really giving Marie Antoinette vibes, and especially because we went to the exhibition a few weeks ago. So I just loved that bag. Even if we only got this bag, I would be so happy, and it's always great to have a beach bag. Then we got a beautiful olive oil. So Chateau Montredon, extra virgin olive oil. I love getting collecting beautiful olive oils. I cook with olive oil every day, I make salads every day, and I think a gorgeous olive oil just makes such a difference in cooking. So I'm excited to use that. And then we got this beautiful wash bag. I'm going to come closer so you can see it. It is a little wash bag, and it has this illustration of the hotel on in these gorgeous colours. You can see the back, and inside of here was a host of goodies. So let me show you. We have a depuffing eye mask from 111 Skin. I always love, you know me, I've talked about it a million times. Whenever I'm travelling or getting on a plane, depuffing masks are essential. I just really enjoy the ritual of getting up in the morning, or perhaps before going to bed, putting on a mask for 15 minutes and just letting it do its thing. So that was very welcome, even though I didn't have a chance to use it. We were just in such a tight schedule. Then we got a 111 Skin Repair sunscreen. Again, another thing that is essential, especially when you're going somewhere like the south of France. The sun was shining brightly, it was very, very sunny. This is SPF 50 plus. And they do say that SPF is one of the most important things for keeping your skin at its optimum best. I know this. something that I do struggle with. I know that an SPF is super important, but I find it difficult to keep into a routine because my skin is very, very sensitive. It's quite dry, and I find that a lot of SPFs, when you put them, you have to put them under your eyes because that's one of the most obvious areas for aging, so it would defeat the purpose if you just put it everywhere else. And I find that when you put it here, over the course of the day you might rub your eyes or your eyes might water, and it just makes my eyes sting. So I've struggled with SPF, but I want to try this one, so that I was grateful to get that. And then a beautiful Caudalie Eau de Beauty Elixir Smoothing Glowing Complexion. So what is this? This is just a face mist, and it will make your skin beautiful and glowing. Let's give it a go. Oh, it smells so beautiful. It's like being in a spa. You know, that very fresh eucalyptus mint fragrance. Very, very lovely. And then a card. A warm welcome to Grand-Hôtel de Cap-Ferrat. We're delighted to have you with us for a very special experience celebrating artistry, culture and creativity set against the breathtaking backdrop of the French Riviera. The glamour and Good Culture. So Good Culture is the PR company that organised all of the trip. So that is a lovely little card, and I like to keep all these cards. You know, when you stay... Oh, it's not focusing. There we go. So yes, when you stay in a hotel and they give you a welcome card to the room, I always like to collect those because they're a great memento of your travels, and instead of just throwing them away, I thought I'm going to collect them, and then one day when I have enough, I will frame them and put them into a room like a bathroom where it's just a fun thing for guests to see when they're going to your loo, washing their hands. You know how that's the best place to display those kind of things, and I thought that would be a great thing to do, to give me a reminder of all the wonderful trips that I've done over the years. So yeah, I hope that you have enjoyed seeing this trip with Nathan and me. It was a very quick turnaround trip. We had to get a lot done, but I did try to film as much as possible so that you could share in the experience. So I hope that that came across. But yes, I will be back this Sunday with my whiskey cookie recipe and my wreath for the door. I'm very excited to share both of those things and get into the autumn spirit. But until then, I hope you have a really wonderful week, whatever you're doing. Thank you for joining me once again, and please do enjoy this little clip of our trip to the south of France. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.